Hello everyone, this is Aoi Momo, and welcome to another Nikke video. Today we're going to talk about the solo raid and the Modernia boss. I'm going to share with you guys my current team comp ideas, and we'll go through this whole battle, and I'll give some tips on how to fight this Modernia boss. So yeah, let's begin. So for the first team, I used the Naga and Tia duo. I put Dorothy with them because I need litter for the bunny twins instead. Alice works really good with Naga and Tia because of the core shots. And I put Modernia here just so they can get through the core and the wings quicker. So this is one of my highest damaging teams that I've set up. The second strongest team I would say is possibly this one, which includes Litter and the bunny twins. This will give them a good amount of sustain. Litter will recover the covered HP quite a bit, and it will help me sustain throughout the fight. A2 is really good against Modernia because she will be able to hit all three parts, the wings and the core, at the same time, and Snow White is there to take out the core as soon as possible during her burst time. However, my Snow White is actually not super developed, so that's something I need to work on. But the more developed this one is gonna be, the stronger she will become. But overall, I think that this one could at least do like a 600-700 million, but we'll find out later. This team is a bit of sustain. I use Biscuit here to rebuild the cover. This will hopefully last me for a little while. And with Summer Mary, she will be the one doing the sustain. The main DPS here is gonna be Summer Anise. I put Guilty here because I kind of want a little bit more damage. But you could pick someone else here as well. I think D is actually a pretty good choice. However, I don't have her developed at all, so it's probably not going to be the greatest. You could at least get through like one full burst before the team gets killed. So I think she would be a good choice for like a fodder team or something like that. But yeah, so this is my third team setup for now. You could trade this for another sustain like Marciana. But I mean that's fine too. So I mean we could test it out here. But I had Marciana here, but I mean, I could switch it out because it's fine. I actually want to test something. I have Solene here because it's kind of like a joke. But she surprisingly actually does pretty good in this round. But for this team, we'll just do this for now. Oh yeah, I gotta gear her up just to see like how this does. But like honestly, I don't think this will do too well. And then this team is mainly from 2B and Scarlet. These two will do a lot of damage. I have both Noise and Emma in this team, so they're kind of more like the traditional healers. And hopefully this will be able to keep them up for quite a bit. If you have Maxwell, you could consider putting her in here, but my Maxwell is not developed. This team is kind of my fodder team. I put Ludmilla here because she can help tank like 1 or 2 rounds of the missiles and stuff. So yeah, so let's start. So first round is gonna be my main team. And another tip: skip animation when you see Modernia come up. In this one, this way, all your units would focus on the core during the first round, so it'll quickly take out the core. Because if you don't take out the core in time, she will fly up and then do that cross laser thing. That if you get hit by it, it'll get stunned, and the only way to dodge that is to go undercover. But the problem is, since that laser does a lot of damage, your cover will get destroyed eventually. I mean, with Naga and Tia, the cover actually stays healthy most of the time, but I mean, it's better to just take out the core and not have to suffer through the laser. Anyways, so, see, so that one wasn't in time. Just take cover during the laser so you don't get stunned, because if you get hit by it without cover, then you'll get stunned, and that's an ideal. So this is her second phase. In this phase, I would suggest if you're not like super tanky, take out the missiles. Yeah, that would be a good idea. You could aim for the missile launchers, but it's kind of difficult to do. So like you could leave it on to auto if you're not really good at aiming like I was earlier. And then now we continue doing the damage. Make sure to take out all these action circles as soon as possible, because each of them will do a lot of damage if you fail it. Core's coming up, so focus on that more. There we go. Take it out. Then we try to take out the missile launchers as soon as possible afterwards. But as a rule of thumb, always go for the core first, because that's the part that does the laser. So core comes up. Yeah, but with Modernia boss, Naga and Tia don't actually take advantage of their kit like fully, because I think the only core shot you get is from the core on the Modernia, which, you know, is gone usually really quickly. Here yeah, it's too late. Here, if you had like a Snow White or something, you might actually be able to one-shot that core, because it would go out like really quickly. But it's really difficult. Like, you have to time it perfectly. Like earlier, my Modernia does not have enough damage to take it out, because I mean, it's you know, you really only have like one shot chance. So like maybe Alice could do it, but only when she has her burst mode up, and but that's just really hard to time. So, but I mean, as long as you have cover, that one is fine. It just takes out a little bit of time. So this isn't my best score, but you know, it's fine. 974 million. You know, I think the highest I've had with this team is over a billion, just a little bit over a billion. Modernia did 276 million damage, and Alice did 161 million. Dorothy does a lot of damage. Like, it's pretty good. Tia and Naga, their damage is okay. I mean, they're actually lower than the bunny twins, which you guys will see later. Like, surprisingly, in this one, Noir actually does a lot of damage. So, yeah, so that's the first team. And then we will move on to the second team. We could do this one. I'll just show you right away the two main teams I have. Snow White is... yeah, I don't know. Like, my Snow White's not that strong, so... This team would have a lot more potential if the Snow White is a lot more developed than she is right now. So same thing, go for the core first. Hopefully I could take it out. Okay, there we go, take it out in time. Yeah, so this team will have a slight bit harder time taking out the core. Like, okay, so try to take it out. Like, yeah, like I couldn't charge to max because I was afraid she'll go up, but you know, if you can take out the core in time, then you don't have to worry about it too much. The missiles do a lot of damage, but I mean, you have the bunny twins, so they heal it back pretty good overall. Yeah, so it's phase 2, same thing again. Here I would suggest manual aiming with the Snow White, because otherwise there's a chance that she might actually prematurely launch the burst, and you might actually end up with like a 2-3. Oh crap, she died. Okay, so let's do a restart here. That was bad. Yeah, so like if you can, try to kill the missiles that are flying at you, but I understand that it's actually pretty hard to do, because it flies pretty quick, and you actually need someone that has like decent amount of damage to take it out. Yeah, so this is one of the disadvantage of this team. I mean, with A2, she might be able to like take it out, but you know, it took it out. Okay. Yeah, but with A2, like, her AoE is not bad, but sometimes it doesn't work. Like, sometimes, because she has, like, an aim issue, like, you can't even manual with her, because a lot of times she would revert back to her original target, even if you aim. So, I don't know if it's a bug or intentional. I hope it's a bug, and they'll hopefully fix it sometime. But, like, here, I'm just gonna try to take this out first. Yeah, so it'll do well to manual this one. Yeah, let's try to... Okay. Okay, so... It'll probably be fine. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, one of the disadvantages of this one is that they're not very efficient at killing like missiles and QRT circles. They do okay damage to the core and stuff. But yeah, but the action circles, sometimes it gets really dicey, like that. Yeah. Sometimes it gets really bad. Ah, crap. Okay. So, just block that. It's okay, later will bring it back up. It's not a huge deal. Like, during burst time, the circles are fine. The action circles are gonna be too big of a problem. The main times things would become dicey is, for example, you're not... Oh, this one's gonna do the... Yeah. This is bad. So litter can't block that one. Yeah. So I think this one's pretty much over. Yeah, this one's screwed. Okay. So I mean, we still did like about 700 million damage as I previously had estimated. But yeah, so I mean, if I had better units with the Blanc and Noir, they would do a lot better. But you can see how Noir did massive amounts of damage, even more than the Snow White. Even though she's not really like super developed either. I mean, like I have a few overload gears on her, but I didn't really focus too hard on the lines. So Blanc and Litter, they do like pretty much regular damage for a submachine gun. But yeah, Noir kind of carried a little bit on this one. I'll raise her up eventually, but for now, this is what you would expect. Yeah. But I'm not a whale, so it will take some time. So 13 will try this one. I think this one will have pretty good sustain with this. The only issue I would say is that the same thing, action circle might be a little difficult, and taking out the core might also be a little difficult. Which is why I used Guilty before, but I mean, we could try with Marciana. But I have a feeling it's not gonna be too good. Yeah, okay. Alright, we took it out the first time, but I mean, that was really close. So that was a bit too close for comfort. Okay, yeah, Privity's almost dead. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, and then one other thing is that Summer Mary is actually not the greatest in terms of burst time. Like every time the burst gauge is ready, she would always need to wait like a few seconds before she would be able to cast it, which is a bit of a problem, really. We'll take out this core here, okay, and then we'll take out the missile launcher. But yeah, I mean, like with Biscuit, it's not too bad, since you can rebuild the cover even if it gets destroyed. But this one is gonna be tough. Yeah. Okay. So. And there's the core. Okay. Yeah, see? 4 whole seconds before she can do anything. And then, yeah, we don't have it in time again. We'll block it, Okay, 2 of them got stunned, that's not the greatest, but I mean, it is what it is. Ow. Yeah. Okay, well that's bad. Alright. Yeah, this is I guess they're screwed. Yep, that's the end of that one. Yeah, basically you really need to be able to kill the action circles in time, otherwise it's just not gonna. Yeah, but at this point it's just whatever. Okay, so 316 million, you know, yeah. I think the guilty team was slightly better. But yeah, so next we move on to this team. Yeah, so with the Scarlet, this team, they actually do pretty well at taking out the core. They're a bit slower still than the Naga and Tia, Alice, Modernia team, obviously. But they do decent, I would say. Yeah, you just have to manual Scarlet to try to kill off the core as soon as possible. Because you don't want her to accidentally do the laser thing. Because this team actually can't take that much laser stuff. So. Oh boy. Yeah, so. Try to aim for the core and do as much damage to it as you can. Yeah, so you don't have to go through the missile thing again. I mean the laser thing. And this way you could do the QRT circle. Yeah, this is yeah, and now we aim for the core again. Okay. Well, that was kind of close, actually. Hit the core. Oh, shit. Okay, took out my noise. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. Yeah, this one is almost impossible without like a mega sniper. Like, you know, Maxwell, Snow White, maybe Alice. Yeah, this one's, I think this one's done. Oh, no, 2B still alive. Okay. Do some last minute damage. Probably end up with like oh crap. Okay. Ooh. There we go. She has really fast reload, so this is actually it's actually doable. But yeah, that's the end of that. Okay. So I mean that was decent. Like 550 million. So we're at 2.5. I think we have one more team, and it's the Kamikaze team. So yeah, whatever happens to that one, you know. This one would probably get like a 200-300 million, and yeah, that would be about it. So I don't think I'm breaking yesterday's record, but it's fine. And see, it all goes to Ludmilla, so for the most part, you know, it might survive, you know. Take it out. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this team's really bad at killing these like little ball missile things. So I usually just give up. Okay, this one wasn't in time. Let's see. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, Ludmilla got stunned, but I mean, she's a tank. Doesn't really matter anyways. Oh yeah, this is when shotgun doesn't really. I mean, if you have good hit rate, it might not be as big of an issue, but if you don't have good hit rate on all your shotgun units, yeah, this is gonna be real tricky. Yeah, surprised my Ludmilla is still alive. Wow. Yeah, pretty nice. QIT circle, take it out. Yeah, QRT circle in this one is not as big of a problem as long as you're not reloading. Core time. I don't think we'll make it for this core. But we could try. Okay, took it out. Alright. Take out the action circles. And now the missiles. There's not much I can do about that. Yeah. Yeah, Ludmilla's dead. Okay. Yeah. So, it's pretty much over now. That did a lot more damage than I anticipated. Yeah, this one, yeah, it's over. So, okay. That's actually pretty interesting. It's like, I think here, yeah. That's fine. We just DPS as much as we can. Yep. So 500 million. Okay. So 3.3 billion 84. I actually probably broke my previous record then. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we did about 3 billion damage. Overall, I think Naga and Tia are actually really good in this solo raid in particular. I mean, I believe they probably designed it that way to use Modernia for this one because they can rebuild back the HP on the cover quite quickly. So it actually doesn't get destroyed by Modernia's laser, and it gives you a lot more room for mistakes. So for example, if your team was not able to take out the core in time, you still can take cover, and usually it will not get destroyed. As long as the cover doesn't get destroyed, they'll bring it back the next time you have to do the core thing again. And if you fail to kill the core again at that time, you could still block the laser with the cover. This way you could possibly survive the whole duration and timeout instead of getting killed. In comparison, the bunny twins don't have this advantage. So with them, you really want to bring units that are quick at taking out the parts as soon as possible. They give good damage boost, and I mean, like, paired with litter, they do like massive amounts of attack and damage boost for your DPS. So if you bring two quick to destroy parts units with Snow White, if it's a more developed Snow White A2, you actually could get through the whole duration without getting killed. But earlier, I kind of scuffed because, I mean, my Snow White's not really that good. So if she was at the same level as all my other units, I have a feeling that I would be able to do a lot better. And I will probably get about the same amount of damage as I would with the one team. This team is, yeah, I don't know about this one. Like, I mean, it kind of evened out overall. Like, before I had Guilty here, and I believe this one did like about 600 million damage, and this one was like a 320 million. So switching it around now, both of them are doing like about, I think it was like 500 million, was it? Let me see. Oh no, this team did like 300 million, and then this one, wait, hold on, let me see. Yeah, so this one did 300 million, this one did 500, so that's like about 800 million damage compared to last time. This one did 240 and this one did 538. So it's, it's actually a bit of an improvement, but yeah, so I'll just keep it as it is right now. D is good for like accidental stun problems because she has an early buff, which is this one. Well, first of all, it fills the burst gauge, so it gives you like a head start on killing the core. And then it has the immunity to stun. And this affects everyone, so, you know, for at least the first 25 seconds, I mean, this extends longer the higher level you go. But I think it maxes out at like 30 something seconds. So, I mean, at least the first two burst, full burst modes, you'll probably be able to get immunity to stun. So, if you have a party that has a lot of trouble with killing the core in time, and doesn't have any cover recovery, you could actually slap D in there. Yeah, and at least you don't get stunned. If you don't get stunned, you know, you could still DPS in time before that team gets wiped out. So that was the idea for this team. Yeah, so this team, I guess I'll have to think about how to improve. I don't think this is a good idea. Overall, we need someone that actually does some good damage. Maybe like Aria. Aria's actually surprisingly do pretty good damage. I've already reset her skills, but I mean like her skill doesn't really matter. But she used to be like my sub DPS on my team back then when I didn't really have a lot of units because she uses machine gun. So, but I mean in this Modernia boss, she doesn't have too much of an advantage besides the core damage, which I mean, it's kind of what this team is lacking overall. The other issue would be the Summer Mary. Because she never bursts in time, she always require like 3 seconds of wait. So you could actually bring someone that lowers cooldown, like Dala. Yeah, I think for burst 2, that's only Dala, right? Or you could bring the Hillister if you have enough damage on her. Mine's kind of bad, so I didn't bother. But I mean, Dala would be able to possibly make Summer Mary burst a little faster. She also gives a little bit of extra damage to the team. It's nothing significant, but you know, I mean, anything counts, right? And then Biscuit again is there to rebuild the cover if it gets destroyed. So yeah, for a comparison, I guess like a final review of Naga Tia with the Bunny Twins, I would say that they both have their uses. Naga and Tia are actually really good against enemies or bosses that you could dodge with cover, like Modernia. And because they have a really good ability to bring them back up. And obviously, if the boss has a core that you can hit for like the entire duration of the fight, that would be like awesome. And it would boost damage way higher than what the bunny girls can do. But for like a, you know, like a boss that only has one core that actually gets destroyed, like Modernia, you know, the boost on Naga and Tia versus the bunny twins are about equal. Like with the bunny twins maybe slightly higher if you bring litter. But I mean, if you put litter here, I mean, it's the same thing. It'll, you know, so they're about even when there's no like permanent core to hit. But if there's permanent core to hit, Naga and Tia would be definitely better. But the advantage for the bunny girls, I think, is that their sustain might be a little bit better. And Noir actually does, you know, pretty decent damage in comparison to Naga. It could just be a, you know, it could also just be like a overall like investment difference. But I mean, she is a support type, so I'm guessing that because of the attack and overall stat difference, that might also contribute a little bit to the reason why Naga doesn't seem to do as much damage. But I mean, Naga will be able to do a lot of damage if the boss has like multiple parts or like parts that she can pierce through, because her burst gives her pierce, which the more hits you do, you know, the more damage you would get. So, but in Modernia's case, I think there's not too much pierce points, so overall Naga's damage was kind of low, and Noir's damage is actually pretty high in this one. But yeah, with Noir, like she's actually also a really good pairing with Alice, because she gives Alice more ammo. So it kind of allows her to more easily like just keep sniping during the entire full burst mode when she has her burst up. But I mean, mine has a lot of ammo lines now, so I don't really worry about it too much. I have like ammo line here, I have an attack here. I have a ammo line here, and then I have another ammo line here, so that's like about like 134, and then you know, so like something like almost 190, almost 200% ammo capacity increase. So I come in with like 18 shots, you know, so chance of her having to reload is a bit lower. Yeah, so but I mean she's still really good in this team, and I would actually say like she probably would have done better in the bunny twin team if I put her in there for Modernia, because there's not a whole lot of cores to hit. You know what, actually let's just test it out. We could do this one for this team, and then for this one we'll just not use Alice here, and then yeah, let's just try that. Okay, and then we'll put this one in here just to see like how much damage she would end up doing. Right, so yeah, let's do it. And I'll put her first. I mean, even though usually I would put A2 first, but then because the previous team, when she was in Naga and Tia, she was in the front, we'll just put her in the front here too. And we'll take a look at the damage. I believe earlier she did 160 million, right? So if she can do more than 160 million here, you know, that would be that would mean she might actually be more optimal in this team. But the one bad thing about this one is that the I have boomer hands, so aiming with sniper is gonna be really difficult for me. So I'm gonna just manual noir instead. Okay, so we aim for the core. Okay, yeah, there we go. Took that out. Yeah, that's actually really quick. Okay, cool. Take out the core. Yeah. So far so good. Yeah. Yeah, it was fine. Like sometimes the missile completely misses. But yeah. Okay. Take it out. Take it out. Yeah, there we go. That was cool. Nice. Oh, okay. Yeah, good thing that was burst time, because Nor had to reload earlier. Yeah, that was really close. But I mean, that's kind of one of the advantage of having a sniper. Because they take out these things really quickly in comparison to, like, you know, machine gun and stuff, because it requires multiple hits, and you know, sometimes you might not make it in time. Okay. Yeah, so Noir's actually really good at taking out the circles. Huh. It's interesting. I don't even think I have that much hit rate on her too. Okay. Ooh, yeah, that one, yeah. If I was on a burst, oh shit, what the? Oh, I messed up. Okay, well at least Alice carried me. I fucked that one up. Okay, yeah, Alice hard carried me there. I would have wiped. Wow, that was cool. That was pretty crazy. Let's go. But yeah, you can see how the damage is about the same though. You know, like probably a little over 1 billion. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, so okay, 1 billion, 12 million. Let's see, 252. Okay, holy shit. Okay, so Alice actually does a lot better in the Blank and Noir team versus Modernia, because again, like I said, there's no permanent core for her to hit, so a lot of times she's really just doing normal shots, and Blank and Noir plus litter would definitely boost Alice's damage more than Dorothy, Naga, and Tia. So, because I mean, Dorothy doesn't really give attack boost, and yeah, Naga and Tia, I mean, you know, like part of their kit works on Alice, but then the core shot thing is just, you know, it's usually not there because there's like, you know, the chance of you hitting the core, it usually is gone like really quickly. So Alice usually doesn't really take advantage of that part of the buff, as opposed to Blanca and Nor kind of gives her everything she needs, as well as Nor giving her even more ammo, so she probably had even less downtime during her burst. And I mean, you saw how like she carried me through that final action circle thing where I thought I was gonna die. Yeah, so yeah, that was cool. That was interesting. And then I guess as we might as well see how this team would do right now, right? Because I'm actually kind of curious now. But I would imagine that it probably would end up with like similar results, like 1 billion, and then the other one would probably be like yeah. Well, I mean, if both of them end up doing like 1 billion damage, you know, I'm okay with that. Okay. It's not too bad. I mean, with Modernia here, besides the one time where like when she suddenly appears and then like immediately does that laser thing, she usually could take out the core, like just like in time. So like, I mean, obviously unless she's reloading or something, but most of the time she'll take it out. Yeah, so not a huge problem. Okay. I want to take these out. Okay. Yeah, I don't like these missiles. Okay, she's coming here. Here we go. Take it out. Here we go. Take this one out too. Okay. Now we'll take this one out. Probably not gonna make it in time though. Let's see. Nope, you didn't make it. So I think when you take out the wing, it gives you like some bonus points. Watch the score. Yeah, so like I think like maybe like 20 million extra points every time you take out the wing parts. So like in a way, like if you can take them out like as often as you can, you might actually be able to get a bit more points than usual. But yeah, but I mean, no need to force it. Always prioritize the core first, because I mean, like if you don't take out the core, you'll quickly die. So okay, reload. Okay, yeah, that one, yeah, that's just not gonna happen. Okay, dodge that one. There we go. Just continue. Okay, QRT time. I hope I don't reload. I hope I don't have to reload. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Alright. So I guess both of them survived the whole 3 minutes. Huh, this might have been a better combination. Yeah, so I guess you learn something new every day, huh? Yeah, but it's like Modernia makes this a joke, as long as she's not reloading. So 900 million. Okay, I mean, yeah, so that's actually really good. 1.9 versus like 1.7 earlier. Let's see the damage. I mean, Modernia didn't really... Yeah, okay, Modernia did pretty good damage. Snow White actually did a slightly more damage than before. But as you can see, Naga only did like about half as much damage as Noir did, I think. And Tia, you know, Tia's just Tia. Rocket launchers don't do too much damage, like, in general, unless your name is A2. So, yeah, but I mean, this is pretty good. I mean, Modernia kind of had to carry the whole thing overall with all the destroying parts and stuff, but you know, this is still the safest team overall, I would say. I guess since we're at it, we might as well test all my changes and see if it actually makes things better. Yeah, honestly, I don't really think this is gonna be too big of an improvement. I mean, hopefully it is, but I think this team wouldn't see too much of an improvement. Since, I mean, Dala's damage is not exactly too high either. Okay, we took out the core this time. Let's see here. What do we do here? Okay, I mean, that's not too bad. Okay, let's go for the core. Can we even make it in time? I don't think so. Nope. Didn't make it. Dodge that, dodge that. There we go. Okay, take out this core. Come on. There we go. Good job. Okay. So one disadvantage with running only Biscuit in this team is that unfortunately she can only rebuild the cover if it gets destroyed. So that becomes kind of an issue when you know, when you kind of need the you need to take a second laser shot, because I mean, you don't have enough cover to block both of the lasers, which would be a huge problem. Okay, so yeah, I mean, like, so you see it's not very good at taking out the wings, unfortunately, but I mean, there's not much I can do. It's you know, as long as they can take out the core, I'm happy. You know, I didn't put like too much hopes in this team, to be honest, because I mean, it's only Summer Anis that does damage. You know? Okay, okay, we made it. And then let's see. Okay. I mean, she's my strongest shotgun unit, so taking out the circle shouldn't be a problem. Okay. Alright, and now we're at the yeah, we're here. And then laser again. This one I'm gonna get stunned. Yeah, that's bad. Ouch. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's over. So, I mean, 500 million. Okay, pretty good. But, yeah, so unfortunately, you know, we don't have a cover lined up for that final laser thing before the action circle. But, I mean, it was a bit of an improvement from before. You know, as you can see, Summer Anis does a shit ton of damage. But, yeah, so if Privity had a bit more damage, I would say this run would have been a bit smoother. I mean, the fact that she does less damage than Biscuit is, you know, a little embarrassing. And I mean, my Privity is actually not terrible, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, she's actually pretty good. I have like 3 overload gears on her. I mean, albeit the lines are, you know, this one's completely unrelated. And I mean, her skills are actually pretty high, so yeah, so I mean, it's unfortunate she doesn't do too much damage, but you know, I mean, we still need it for Summer Anis, so yeah. So now we have 2 last teams. I mean, these 2 teams, you know, we would expect the same thing, so I'm just gonna quickly go through these. I'll just skip the battle, and yeah, we'll see you when I get to the final results. Yeah, so 569 million. I kind of messed up in the end, but overall, you know, 2B and Scarlet does about the same damage. Masked kind of boosts 2B only. Unfortunately, Scarlet, you know, she got a little bit of the crit boost, but other than that, not too much. So, I mean, this team is mostly, I just want them to survive for as long as possible. Unfortunately, I messed up with the last action circle, so, you know, I mean, yeah, it is what it is, but now, final. Well, this time this did a little bit worse, but whatever. You know, so yeah, this is, I mean, the last father team, so it's not, I mean, Guilty and Drake did about the same damage. So yeah, so that's the end of that. And let's see, how much did I get? 3.4 billion. Wow, that's a pretty big improvement. Yeah, so cool. So yeah, that's pretty much about it for this video. You know, hopefully everyone does good, and hopefully some of my team ideas would help you guys. I'm not like a top 10 player, so you know, like I think maybe my teams might be a little closer to most players' current situation, but yeah, hopefully this helped, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Yeah, goodbye now.